here in some of these games. Loves to be aggressive.
Yeah, very on point there. We're seeing Flash think about that loss. You know, he played a bit of a riskier style that game. Second map is going to be on Deadwing.
Yeah, much bigger map here.
Very, very refreshing to see Flash play that way nonetheless.
Yep, very true. Well, guys, as you did mention, Moonglade, Deadwing is the map here for set number 2. This is match number 5 so far in the round of 32 between Flash and Life. Two gods of StarCraft here coming together. Let's jump into game number 2 on Deadwing. Up here in the top right in the red, the Zerg player, it is Life of StarTale.
The world champion playing like one in game 1, despite taking a little bit of economic damage from that two racks that Flash never does.
Yeah.
What does that say, Valdez?
I did not catch that, man. Not shown for very long.
Yeah. In the bottom right, we do have KT Flash, a.k.a. God, a.k.a. has to start winning games or he's going to be out of this pretty quickly.
That he does.
Granted, this is a pretty good map for him and pretty decent positions for him.
Yeah.
Vertical spawns on this kind of map can lead to some very nice pushes straight across the map. And once Terran has that sort of Zelnaga tower in the middle, he can kind of see everything that's going on with the Zerg. He can drop straight into the main base from his main base. It's really going to be up to Flash to kind of get that momentum there in the mid-game and do that parade push, which he is very, very good at.
Yeah, I would definitely expect Flash to just play very, very standard here, especially after that first one. You know, a build that he's not used to doing, it fails, and he's just like, oh, okay, I'm not going to do that, especially on Deadwing.
If he had have got those drones, ooh, a little bit of a pause there from Flash. We'll have to wait and see what that's all about. But, yeah, as I was saying, I mean, actually, I have no idea what I was saying. That completely threw me off. Flash,
well, they're asking what the problem is here.
I remember what I was saying. Keyboard not working, guys. So we're going to see Flash fix it up real
what
quick.
were you saying?
I was going to say, like, if he had got those drones in the middle of the map, here the game would have looked completely different. So here we are. And, yeah, I mean, if he got those drones, like those 6 drones that were kind of in limbo in the middle of the map, not mining, but not dying. Like, if he had got them, it would have really put Flash ahead.
Yeah.
But Life was very smart to position them very well and kind of sneak them by the Marines while applying pressure with the Lings on the map there, obviously forcing us around. So, yeah, very nicely done from Life, very nicely handled. I doubt we'll see that from Flash again this series. I feel like it's something that he'll throw out once and be like, okay, I'm going to go back to my macro style. And
Flash is definitely that type of person as well. He definitely gets on that one-track mind. It sometimes becomes a negative of his, actually, where players are actually able to read him. That's why I feel like he did bring that build out there in the beginning, but once it didn't work, he's got to just be like, okay, that was against my rules of the game here. Okay, now I'm going to go and play my game. And that's probably what we're going to see here on Deadwing.
I think so.
I mean, already from the beginning.
This map is a lot better for that kind of macro style. It's a much bigger map. You can secure 4 bases a lot easier than most maps because they're all kind of like in that little corner there. You can like build a planetary the 3rd and the 4th and be very, very safe. And maybe one of those bases kind of blocks off the Zerg from ever doing anything. There's Wolf! Wolf's in the crowd. He's a big fan. And State is behind him.
State, I saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah. State took some pictures of me.
Oh.
On the little beanbag chairs up in the second row.
Wow. Maybe you guys should follow State and check out pictures of Valdez.
That you can.
You can follow me at MoongladeAU as well on Twitter. And where can they follow you, Valdez?
I'm at Brendan Valdez.
Oh, your full name.
Yeah. Probably going to change that soon. Not quite decided yet. We're in the middle of like a bit of a name change, you know, an ID change here.
That's why I'm calling you Valdez today and from every day onwards.
But for now, my Twitter ID is still Brendan Valdez, so you can follow me there.
That's fine. You know, full name is good too.
Yeah.
It's fine. A lot of celebrities do that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen it a lot. Yeah.
Copy them. It's fine.
But it seems like Flash was the one having the keyboard issue here, so when Flash has an issue with his equipment, usually we got a bit of a long downtime here, guys. That is kind of the person that Flash is. He needs everything to be very solid and perfect.
I'm not sure if he does the ruler thing anymore. You remember that?
I don't know. I haven't seen him do it in a while.
I mean, I think it was mostly on like Brood War, when you like have like the old screens, you kind of setting up everything perfectly with the ruler, like making sure the widths and the heights are perfect. But
we did see him using the ruler in Pro League actually.
Oh, that's right, I remember. Yeah. And Parting did a ceremony on that.
Yeah, he did with the ruling gun.
Yeah. Good times. And a Pro League's starting very, very soon as well, isn't it, Valdez?
Oh yeah, it is. It's actually starting next week. Guys, on Monday and Tuesday. So definitely tune into that. It will be at the same time, actually, 7 o'clock. And because you are going on break, it's going to be me and Wolf.
You guys are going to keep it on lockdown for a couple of weeks while I'm in Australia enjoying the Australian summer.
Yeah.
And with my family over Christmas and New Year's. But
you will.
I'll be back.
Don't worry, guys. You will get your Moonglade fix back.
I will be back
and casting a lot.
Just a couple of weeks, Yeah. Got to have that. I got to enjoy at least some Australian summer while it's there.
Yeah.
While this dead of winter is in Korea.
Yeah, it's actually so cold here. You guys were talking about it a lot yesterday. Actually, the biting winds is actually the worst part.
Yeah, the wind was absolutely insane. It was blowing over parked bikes and stuff. Like everything. It was just painful.
And it's that kind of like humid wind that it's not just wind that like blows off your jacket and just like goes away and doesn't affect you. It like goes into your bones and you feel it like through and through. It's the worst actually. But
that bone cutting wind, man.
Yeah,
it's ruthless. Absolutely ruthless.
So, what is Australian summer like?
Well, I'm from Brisbane. Brisbane, it's a pretty dry heat, I guess. A lot of storms usually around this time. I'm going to be dreading the flight in because there's going to be a lot of storms to fly through. But
a bit windy.
But still, it's a fantastic kind of time. It's summer Christmas is great.
Summer Christmas.
Have like a nice barbecue.
That sounds so cool, by the way. I've never done that. I'm from America, so.
Oh, well, I'll have to have you over to my house in Brisbane
One
sometime.
day, man.
One day.
Like 5 years, I'm just going to go with you to Brisbane. We're going to party like an Australian.
Well,
see what that's like.
In Korea, they don't really celebrate Christmas, so that's pretty much why you guys are working through Christmas.
Yeah. I'm working on 7 p.m. Christmas night here.
Oh, man.
And 7 p.m. The next day as well.
Yeah, that is pretty ruthless.
For the 26th. For this, actually, for SSL. So
yeah,
make sure you tune into that as well. We'll be here.
Yeah. A lot of SSL and Pro League that I'll unfortunately be missing over the next couple of weeks, but I'll be.
You can watch. We are on the same time zone.
I'm going to be watching, that's for sure, and I'll be tweeting about it, but I'll sure be catching up when I get back.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just like so excited that we're getting back into StarCraft here, especially in Korea. We had StarCraft all over the world during the kind of downtime after Pro League ended, after GSL ended, Hot 6 Cup ended.
Yeah.
And we were kind of sitting here waiting, and now everything's starting up once again. We got SSL, new individual league. Not everybody knows about it, so make sure you're spreading the word about that as well. We got Pro League. And just coming back, it's going to be a new season.
They got GSL coming as well.
GSL is in here as well.
Oh my God, there's so much stuff.
Kespa
Cup?
Yeah, Kespa Cup's coming in.
So
other tournaments in the future as well.
Mm.
And just like so much StarCraft coming back here to Korea. We're really ramping up here for 2015. And I'm just so excited to be back into it. A lot of people, especially in America, East Coast, I remember I used to do that, waking up at like 5 a.m. to watch GSL back in the day.
Oh, man.
And more people are going to be doing that, I assume.
Well, I'm lucky I'm from Australia because that's like 6 p.m. my time. I'm like, okay, time to have dinner and watch GSL.
That's really cool, actually. I like
it's
that.
Fantastic. One of the few perks Australians get in gaming. Everything else is horrible internet and not much else.
What is that about copper wires?
Yeah, man, that's what we that's what we use. We use copper wires.
And
the government only just decided to keep on copper wires for a while longer. So
no,
we have the curse of bad internet for like the next 10 years or something.
That's actually terrible. But hopefully you guys do get that fixed. Internet is very important.
Well, I moved to Korea. That was my
that was your fix, man. You're just like, fix. Okay, I'm moving out there.
I think eventually every other Aussie will make the trip as well, and we'll be happy.
Everybody will just live in Korea then?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay, guys. It's going to be continuing from the replay, so we are loading it up right now.
Just from 1 minute 55 seconds, so maybe 5-10 seconds before the problem.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We didn't see like a PP come down because assumingly like his keyboard wasn't working.
Probably
so
had
he
his
wasn't able to type
hands
it
in the air like, like I can't do anything,
Help
guys.
me.
Yeah.
Somebody pause
Might
the
have missed
game.
a couple of SCVs, which is also why we're resuming from replay. But moments away now. The game is about to start.
Yeah.
Countdown has begun. It's just about getting through that replay progress bar to
well,
that
it's
point.
got to be pretty quick here because it's only 1 minute
it should
and 55 seconds into the game. So,
but we'll wait and see, man.
Yeah. It says you've been playing for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Excessive gameplay can interfere with your daily life. But that is not what we're
What if it is your daily life?
On. Yeah, what if that's your job? Like,
then it's fine. And
you gotta push through the pain.
We're covering now, guys. We'll be back into it in just a second.
Yeah. Well, here we go, guys. We do have the game up and running. It is paused. We're going to get that unpaused in just a second here. Just you wait.
Just you wait. I'm so happy we have an Observer PC now.
Yeah. We can actually just check out everything, all the stats, charts.
Yeah, so I get health bars and you guys don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Moonglade.
Here we go, guys.
Going back into the game. Here we go. GG, go, go. And
yeah, we see that 15 hatch from Life once again. Obviously, not too afraid of proxy Raxes on this map, something that'll happen a lot less often. And a CC first from Flash. So Flash coming back to that classic macro style that he loves so much.
Yeah. Going to be pretty good on this map. I don't expect Life to put on too much pressure here. I mean, it is Life, so I may be eating my words in about 10 minutes here, but we will have to see.
We will indeed, Valdez. We will indeed. And, Life going to be going for the same build he did last game. It's very, very standard sort of build on this map. Getting your gas at a reasonable time, not too early. Getting speedlings out nice and quick. Take the map control. And from there, it's all about just figuring out exactly what Flash has planned and reacting accordingly. Getting that creep spread out, which is very, very difficult on this map as well. Making sure Flash isn't doing anything crazy, like dropping behind the rocks with the siege tank or anything, which can happen, but very, very rarely does happen these days.
Just got to be careful about that kind of thing. And already Life pushing in with the Overlord here. Wants to see what's going on very early on in the game. Does see actually that the Rax is here, and that is a CC first. And we're seeing that Roach Warren come down right away. Ooh. And already units being made. I was saying I was going to have to eat my words, and here we go, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, Life, he is the most aggressive Zerg out there, and he is the world champion for it. And why not do a timing like this? He's seeing the Flash as being very greedy, making Marines, going CC first, and why not follow it up with a nice Roach timing, which, it can kill, might not kill, but it will claim a lot of SCVs at the very least.
Will. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have this bunker down, and he's going to have, a couple Marines in there, but you can't really save those SCVs if you don't have much firepower behind it. You can't repair that bunker forever.
Yeah, and 6 Roaches on the way already.
It's a lot of Roaches already. It's going to be rallied straight across the map here, of course.
Yeah, essentially a perfect scout there. And it's only 2 Marines in a bunker now. We are seeing the reactor being put down, and that factory is almost finished. And I'm sure Flash is intending to go for Hellions. It'd be very, very weird if he was not. I mean, obviously he would want Widow Mines at the very least from the factory to help deal with this. I mean, it will claim a Roach or 2, which will slow this push down and eventually whittle it away. But we are actually seeing Life follow up with a lot of Zerg, so essentially Life he's going all in with this.
Yep.
He needs to kill.
This is all in. I mean, at these positions, it's not quite cross-map, so it is a bit faster here, and he feels like he can get this. There's only 2 Marines in that bunker right now. He does have the wall, but already 6 Roaches at the front and follow-up of Lings. Is it going to be enough?
I think there's more than enough for Life to end this game, actually.
That's what it's looking like, man. He's already pulling away from the front.
1 Marine in this bunker. Life just knows Flash a little too well, I think. Flash just being a little too greedy, like super greedy, especially on this map. Can be a good thing, but not if you're against Life.
Oh, no.
And now every SCV is going to go down.
He's already got just the perfect amount of Roaches focusing down SCVs here. Flash is desperately trying to hold on to this bunker right now. He doesn't have the best surface area, actually, with all these supply depots, but even if this does not break the wall, already Life is doing so much damage. He is a bit all-in with this, so he doesn't have that many drones behind it, but
he is running up still.
Yep.
And we are just essentially seeing a lot of SCVs get focused down. 15, essentially 1 mineral line has been cleared from this.
And he lost so much mining time with that as well.
Yeah, he did.
We do have a very fast follow-up here of Banshees with Cloaks. So if Life does not actually scout this, it could do a lot of damage because he probably will not be expecting it.
Yeah, we could see some redemption with this. I mean, Cloak Banshees at this timing can do a lot of work, especially if Life's not expecting it. And it is right at the back of the base. We have to wait and see this Overlord that Life is using to get into the main will actually get that scout out. Same time, these Hellions will be applying pressure, actually running by everything.
Yeah, like this a lot, actually. It's just going to be annoying for Life to deal with. He's going to have to bring a bunch of these Roaches back, as we do see, and Flash can easily just run away now. Almost loses that Hellion.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic follow-up from Flash. I really, really like it a lot. He is going to catch up eventually with Economy at this rate. Going to be on 2 base. Obviously has 2 mules to use. But this Banshee is what it's all about. This Banshee with Cloak can do so much because there is nothing to really defend against this. And I don't think it'd be amazing if we saw Life put down some safety spores just in case. But I don't think he will.
I don't know. He could be totally clawed out by this. I don't think he wants to show that Banshee, actually.
I think actually Flash is scared there's going to be a follow-up. And he is going to show this Banshee. Going to show it to one Zergling.
Oh, man.
And this is going to trigger spores.
He could have done a lot of damage here with Cloak. It's already done that. Banshee would already be at the base here of Life, but now Life's like, oh, you have Banshees? Okay. Let me put down some spores, and now it's going to do considerably less damage.
Yeah.
Flash just being safe, wants to push away the pressure. I mean, you can't really, fault him for that.
No, I mean, if we started to see Banshees in, like, the main base, like, maybe Life would just go for a counterattack and possibly do even more damage. Yeah. It can happen. We actually see no Spore in the main base of Life. I think Life has made a little bit of a mistake there, but we're going to have to wait and see if we're going to see Flash capitalize on that. He is heading towards the main now. No Spore whatsoever.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Life is pushing on here, and now we're getting a look at this Banshee with the Cloak. Doesn't have the most energy here, but the second one is following up, and it's going to get that Queen. And finally, the Spore is coming down, but now it can just focus down so many of these drones, he's going to be forced to walk them away.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to ignore it by the looks of things. He's going to take so much drone damage. This is really going to help level the playing field after taking so much damage early on. 9 drones going down.
Stim is finished now, so going to be much easier here to hold off pushes from the Zerg. Even have this safety Viking out on the map, going to clear out those Overlords. Flash, all about safety here.
Yeah, safety first at this point. Taking a lot of damage, a lot of aggression in this best of 5 already. Upgrades a little bit behind on what Life has got. Flash is skipping out on them just a little too long.
Yep. We do see the lair coming up here at the natural.
Very, very late lair for Life. He's going to get some very, very late mutas at this point, maybe like 14, 15-minute mutas. So, Life is Flash is going to be very, very comfortable moving out in the map. Very comfortable doing a lot of drops and slightly pushing. And, I mean, even look at the creep spread from Life. Not that great.
No.
Not great at all.
Not really, and now the Cloak Banshee's going to come in for another pass in the main. He does have a Spore Crawler this time, but again, these Banshees kill drones very quickly. Already up to 4 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills, and now he's just going to walk away, or rather fly away, with a bunch of kills under his belt.
Yes, he is. Great Banshee control, and yeah, game has stabilized, and I almost give the advantage to Flash at this point. What Life did early on was decent. It didn't kill him, and Life applied a lot of pressure and invested a lot of larvae early on. And 4th base finally going down. The creep spread, I feel like, is one of the biggest problems that Life has so far. He really wants to get that at least to the Xel'Naga tower, because when you get it there, you can kind of keep control of it. It's very, very important, because if Terran has control of it, he can kind of apply pressure where needed, sees everything that goes out in the map, and he can kind of just take a lot of control away from the Zerg. And we are seeing Flash move up finally to the creep. And looking at the army of what we see from Life so far, I mean, we don't see Bailing Speed just yet, and he's going to put his Marines behind the drone line. This is so hard to deal with as a Zerg, but I mean, especially when you got Widow Mines and a great spread, which is something that Flash is very, very good at. He is good at flashing. Good at spreading his bio, not flashing.
He is good at flashing as well. He does what he does best.
Yeah.
And this Banshee just being so annoying, but it does get cleaned up. Widowmine hit there was not the best, and it is on cooldown now, but Life just choosing to go for a bit of a counterattack here, just wants to cut off some reinforcements possibly.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try and look for something. We do see the Lings kind of starting to get cleaned up. He's looking for that 4th base, but Flash has chosen to be a lot more aggressive. And these Lings are going to get in and try and clear this up, but this is such a hard position for Life to be in, especially with no mutas on the map. It is so difficult to deal with.
Loses the medevac, a bit of a mistake there, but Life trying to take fights on his own terms here in the middle of the map, but it's off creep. Banelings don't get the best hits here, and the Roach is not really able to do much.
Yeah, Life kind of falling apart at this point. We actually don't see a Spire being built whatsoever. While this is all happening, just Medivacs are taking full advantage of this. No air control at all, no anti-air at all from Life. and he's just trading so cost inefficiently.
Yeah, and now Life's going to be pulled apart here. We do see a drop here at the 4th base, and now pulling those units all the way over there. He's going to drop towards the main.
All right, there is a Spire. My bad. The Spire is at the 3rd base, something I should have noticed. But still,
Muta's
only just starting to pop out now.
Yeah, like you were saying, late Lair, late Spire, late Mutas.
15-minute Mutas, essentially. And Flash is going to have to start pulling back, but he has done a lot of damage. He still has completely stopped mining at one of his bases.
Looks like he wants to keep the pressure up for now. Actually taking a position here up on the creep. But trading pretty nicely here. The Widowmine hits not so bad, but the Mutas are going to come in here. But they do not have enough support on the ground here.
Yeah, eventually I think this is going to finally get cleaned out. We are seeing Flash and Forces from the left move in. He needs to get rid of that Spore, which is really going to help out the mines and Medivacs. And we are seeing that 20-25 supply lead from Flash, denying all the creep outside the 4th base. There is no way that Flash Life is going to get that out anytime soon.
And he's still got such a good position back here with the Widowmines. He's just kept him here. He can easily just rotate over and start poking at that 3rd base once again.
And now we are seeing that classic kind of parade push up to the Xel'Naga Tower at the very least. Because once Terran are in this position, they are so comfortable. They just keep rallying up there. They have full control, full vision of what can come out on the map, especially with the foothold Flash has behind that 3rd base.
Yep, and now 2-2 started, or rather finished, for Flash, and that's going to help him out much more even. He looks like he wants to actually put on the pressure with the ending of those upgrades. The Mutas.
Oh, beautiful spreads. These Mutas are trying to find what they can. And here we go with the rest of Life's Force. He's going to try and find the engagements, but great spreads from Flash, and now there's nearly no Banelings left.
Yep, it's really about the spreads. The Widowmines get decent shots as well. He's trying to clean them up, and he will actually push him back. It's a nice surround here, actually, on some of those Marines as they were trying to run away, and the Mutas are on the chase, actually. But Life, having pushed him away, can regain the mining there at his 3rd base.
Yeah, finally transitioning there, and we are actually seeing a big counterattack from Life at the same time while Flash moves towards the middle of the map.
There's no turret here at the 3rd base of Flash.
Ooh, bit of a mistake.
No Widowmine even, and the Mutas are wreaking havoc, and the Zergling's trying to push up the front at the same time.
There's actually just a few too many Mutas here for enough Marines to deal with. I think Life is just going to be trading as much as he can. Going to have to move back now, but it's a very, very decent amount of Mutas to apply so much pressure. And
yeah, grabs 8 SCVs and some of those Marines, and is just able to easily fly back. He takes away the pressure, actually picking off Medivac here. The Muta Micro is stellar out of Life, and now he's going to actually engage. The Zerglings coming in here, forcing the Widowmines to burrow once again, and just backing off. He's only taking fights on his terms here.
Yeah, Life really taking the momentum back with these counterattacks, stopping this parade push in its tracks, and hasn't done really any significant eco damage there. So Terran is on a very, very healthy 4 base. Pretty much equal, if not better, economy than what Life has at the moment, and we do see Flash going towards that 3-3. Halfway done is the +3 attack already.
It is.
Creep spread, still not really progressing at all. Finally, we're seeing some tumors go down outside that 4th base, but it is not good.
Yeah. And now Flash on 4 bases, he's really starting to respect the Muta count. He's putting up a bunch of turrets at the 4th base and the 3rd base, and he can be pretty okay to just move out here on the map in just a bit.
Yep. We are seeing the Mutas apply even more damage, picking off Marauders as he can. Does see that 4th base finish up the Planetary, actually, which is going to keep that safe for a very long time, though. Maybe a few more turrets to the left of it will help out.
Life is just relentless with these Mutas. If there is a Marauder out of place, if there's one Marine out of place, he will fight you, and he will kill you. But once again, the 3-3 of Flash is about to finish, and Life is only just now halfway done with this Infestation Pit, so a bit far off a hive here. And the 3-3.
Yeah, I kind of like how Flash has slowed this down, though. He's getting such a big army of Biomine, and waiting for that 3-3 before he moves out, I think is very, very smart. I think he really needs to start adding Thor, something he usually does, but has not been in this game. And I think, why not when you see that many Mutas on the map?
Oh my god.
24 Mutas.
3 missile turrets is not enough. He's got a 4th one and a 5th one building. but able to pick off all the missile turrets and back off with taking minimal damage to his life.
Yeah, and finally we are seeing that second factory finish up, and I'm guessing it is going to be for Thor's eventually. But just a little awkward situation there. We saw Dream use it so well in the last best of 5.
Yeah, that Thor micro was part of the reason why he won that game.
It was legendary, yeah, man. It was really next level. And ooh, Life, got to be careful. He's paying good attention to it though. Wow, actually killing both of them before either one could shoot.
So smart here, but he does have to be careful.
That is such hard micro to do as well. Like when you triggered both mines and you kill them both before they kill your mutas. That is I know firsthand how hard that is, and that is ridiculous. So many more mines being added.
This time Flash is like, do not come back. Stop it.
Yeah.
Go away.
No drilling claws there.
That is true.
Finally being added.
Life wants to go for an attack here, actually.
Yeah, he does. He's really posturing up. A lot of Banelings with this army. But 3-3 has finished for Flash, so it's all about Flash just spreading up as much as he can. A lot of Marauders at the front and a lot of Widowmines at the back.
The Widowmines need good hits. They finally burrow here, and Flash has got a very nice spread, but a lot of Banelings rolling through. Where are the Widowmine hits? There they are.
Oh, big one on the mutas. And Flash deals with that very, very easily. So, you know, Life maintains the supply lead, but the economies are the same. Scan goes down on that 5th base. He sees it completely unsaturated. He knows he has more time than he thought. But 3-3 now started for Life as well. He has gone to Hive Tech. But we aren't seeing Ultralisk down just yet. We aren't seeing Infestors being added or anything like that. A lot of Zergs these days are very, very content just to stay with Ling Muta Bane for as long as possible, so long as they are finding their way in, finding good Baneling hits. But I think once Drilling Claws especially has been upgraded, it just gets that much harder.
That it is, and it's only 10 seconds off of being finished. Gonna go for that supply depot with the supply drop upgrade on it. And back off, gets another one here. Does not quite supply block Flash, though.
Yeah. We are seeing Flash attempt to drop on that new 5th base. So much muta harassment. Oh, he's even picking up Medivacs.
Unbelievable.
Life has really been practicing his muta micro, man. He is just so impressive.
That he has. He's even defending here. But very nice just gap there where you can just drop at the 5th and drop the 3rd.
16 drones go down?
Yeah, it looks like to those Widowmines at the 4th base.
That is insane. That 4 Widowmine drop. I mean, when Drilling Claws is finished, they just gain so much power, so much potential. It really is next level. And now, we are finally seeing God move out in the map.
He's not maxed out quite just yet.
No, but he does have the upgrade advantage, at least for a little while longer. He does have the Drilling Claws. Still no Thor with this lineup, which I'm very, very...
there are so many mutas on the map.
Very unhappy about, man. Yeah, there's way too many mutas to not go Thors.
He's just substituting it with a bunch more Widowmines. He's got a ton of Widowmines in this mix.
I guess it makes it more exciting, because you do see the Widowmines go off and potentially kill everything. So. He's going for the excitement factor. He is a bit of a crowd pleaser, perhaps.
Wow, he's actually able to take out that 5th base.
Yeah, very nicely done.
With just one drop of Marines.
Yeah, if 8 Marines get a stim off on a hatchery, you better have something close by, or it will just go down. Especially with that +3 upgrade. We haven't seen a transition from Flash either to go to a 5th base. He is pretty happy to stay on 4th base for now and just really attempt a very cost-efficient fight.
Drones there almost getting picked off. And Life, once again, he just loves his counterattacks. Coming in, killing off the missile turrets and backing out, forcing them to be remade. And the 3-3 is about to finish here, 5 seconds away.
Pathogen Glands also being upgraded, so he is going to transition into Infestors finally. And yeah, +3 air attack for his mutas. Has nothing in Carapace just yet, though. Ooh, Widowmine.
Life is so daring.
Maybe a little too many targets this time for him to commit to. But these mutas just keep him so busy all the time. Flash just hasn't really found enough space to really commit to. He's pushing. He's kind of like clearing up the creep where he can.
Nita's in production right now. It looks like he's going to go for the orbital, actually.
Wow, he's going to get that for sure. And that is a full orbital. That is 4 mules he could have had.
He's got so many mutas. He could actually possibly trade with the Marines, but he's not going to go for it. Has to be careful. He's actually losing a bunch of drones.
And here we go.
And the Widowmine shot's great, but he goes for a very nice flank. Flash starting to get his splits behind the brush here, but there are so many Banelings rolling through.
Yeah, so many Banelings. Cleaning up everything, but not the most cost-efficient fight. And still Widow Mines remain, and a big Bioforce coming out from the 4th base. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, still no Thors, man. Still no Thors, and I feel like if I had one question for Flash after this game, it'd be like, how come you didn't add any Thors? Because that was so many mutas.
And he's still got them. He's pretty much maintained that count. And look at this. Very nice, just counterattack here. He could have actually just walked in over the supply depots, but decides not to.
Oh, Widow Mines being burrowed here. They're going to do a lot of damage to the Lings.
I love the Ling micro, putting them forward, baiting out the Widow Mine shots, and actually just picking them off with the mutas. And now he rolls in with a ton of Banelings in the back. And up here on the ramp, it doesn't look like there's enough bio to clean up any of the Zerg.
Medivac's going to try to get out, but there's no bio moving across the map to kind of help out if the mutas chase them down. Looks like they might get away just the same. And we are seeing a drop head around the map. Looks like it's going to head towards that 5th base again.
I don't know. Life has really grabbed control of this game.
He has indeed, yeah. I mean, these mutas have just done so much work, bought him so much time again and again and again. And they've even been on equal economy for the longest time, which is something that generally Zergs don't want to be on, ever, against the Terran or Protoss. It's kind of the rule of the game, like, try and be one base ahead where you can, but I guess if you have this good muta control, like, you can make anything happen.
You can do whatever you want, man. +3 for the mutas is about to finish.
And the thing is, Thors remove the muta control. Like, this doesn't matter how good your control is, because Thors will shoot you from half the screen away.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe this is just Flash again, just being on that one-track mind. Maybe he's just not thinking about it. I mean, he's making the Widow Mines out of his factories. He doesn't want to switch it up.
Yeah. And once again, these mutas are going to find what they can. I mean, to be fair, if we did see, like, 4 Widow Mines get perfect hits on mutas, it would end the game.
It's so hard to do against Life, though. His micro is impeccable with these mutas. He's not allowing that to happen.
Yeah, it would completely end the game. But, yeah, Life is way too on point. He's never really been distracted because there's simply not enough drops going down from Flash either. Flash is going to be doing one at a time, now and then trying to get the 5th base. Granted, it is very hard to do when there's this many mutas on the map, and if they intercept the drop, they will just kill it. Still, very even supplies. Even supplies, even upgrades. So, both just being pretty careful at this point, and Flash really has to get that 5th, and he's flying his 3rd base there now.
Yep, some Widow Mines in the middle of the map being cleaned up. And look at this. The Banelings are being morphed at the 5th base. And the Muta is able to come in and snipe 4 more Medivacs. He's done this multiple times.
There's only 3 Medivacs left. Wow.
That's not enough.
That is not enough for this much fire. And yeah, things are getting uglier and uglier. These mutas are just running rampant. They could actually kill every card here with one shot and force all the fire to come back.
Man. He comes back. He pretends he's flying away, but he's not gone. And now he's getting to work on the planetary. I think Flash might just give it up. He's not defending it.
Yeah, this is not looking good. We're going to have to see Flash go for maybe one last super cost-efficient attack and maybe try and end the game with it. Because there is no coming back from this. Not when your economy is in shambles. Your 4th base has gone down. Granted, it was essentially mined out. It's all going to come down to this 5th base holding on. And that's where the majority of his army is.
Life's Muta control. This is something that every Zerg should be keeping track of and saying, okay, that's something I can work up to, you know? Because that kind of thing is extremely hard, like you were saying, but it's partially winning Life the game here.
Even getting rid of the sensor tower. He's just doing whatever he wants. Oh, no. And, yeah. I mean, Flash could very well GG out just because of these mutas. And
he's just training with the Marines.
This must be so frustrating to deal with as well. I mean, it's like, what can you do?
Flash is like, I guess I'll bring the other half of my army over.
No Thors is the biggest problem here for Flash. It is the one true answer to Mutalisks. They got buffed for a reason, and so they can deal with Mutalisks with their AI tracking, instantly targeting air units. But I mean, Live has realized that Flash just doesn't want to make Thors, so he's going to keep making mutas.
No reason to switch it up if it's working. picking off Widow Mines. He's not scared of anything. And Flash, he's been on such a low economy for so long now. He's just running in Zerglings. There's not even Banelings in this mix. There come like 4 in the back, but he's just able to trade with the Mutas. He's just so far ahead at this point. He cleans up half of Flash's army. And now Flash, he's trying to defend his 5th base, but he needs to defend his production as well. And I just don't think there's enough Terran to go around.
Yeah, there really isn't to protect both bases. We see a fleet of Zerglings going.
Oh my God! Well, that was a gigantic hit. I'm not sure if it's going to matter.
Yeah. I mean, he's always got the Mutalisks, but yeah, that was a lot of Banelings going down to a lot of mines. Oh, a bit of a blunder there. He's going to try for the CC, and I think he's going to get it if he commits enough mutas to it, and he will.
Unbelievable,
man. This is the best part of the game whenever I play mutas, I tell you that much.
Yep, and now you can see Flash's frustration on his face in the booth. This is one of the hardest things to deal with, as you were mentioning.
And the mutas are even trying to focus down the massive bio ball.
Flash is being revealed.
He's got to make it happen now, but we do see a massive swell of Zerglings and Banelings being made.
This is...
yeah, that is...
Everything that he lost, he's just remade.
31 Banelings. And yeah, he can remax because he was insanely cost efficient. He barely lost any mutas ever. And he's even picking apart the army because there is no...
He's so annoying in the back.
There's only too many backs. And here we go again. Widow Mines trigger onto drones. And the rest of the bio army is getting cleaned up.
The rest is history. GG. Life takes game number 2. And I feel like a big portion of that, as you said time and time again, Flash just refuses to make Thors, and it's hurting him.
It hurt him big time, and Life just did circles around him because of that reason, and that reason alone. And now the coach is coming, he's like, why did you not make Thors?
Yeah, you can actually see the coach like pleading with him. Like moving his hand, he's like, come on, man.
It's like starts shaking him, like, wake up!
Yeah, that's a hard game to deal with for anyone who's a fan of Flash, because you just see him get picked apart from, halfway through that game. The Muta's just running circles, flying around his head like an annoying fly that he just cannot get out of his room or kill. And Life just looked impeccable.
He did look impeccable. And we'll have to wait and see what Flash says in this lobby. Fellas, maybe you can read it out and see what he says.
He just says, well played.
Oh, really?
Pretty much. Well done.
Just to go.
He wants to get right back into this game. Yeah. There's no nonsense now between these two. They were friendly before the game started, but now Flash is like, oh man, I am down 0-2.
He's down 0-2 to a game like that. He's like, that is probably the worst kind of game to lose, I would have to say.
And that's a game that can break your mentality, because you stay into the last moments and you're like, no, I'm going to kill him with a final attack, and then it just